Hello Joe, here's a magic lantern that can be used. Pretty much a standard lantern. It's just about in perfect condition and working, of course. It's got a flasher on the front and it will focus at this distance from that tiny little screen. The screen needs to be much bigger, so it focuses from about 6 feet. So if you've got 6 feet to use in your room, then you can project with this lantern. I need to find a slide changer. I've got one somewhere, and which you need for the 3 1/4 inch slides, these ones, and for wooden mounted slides they just go straight in. So light source, well, first of all it's got the original condenser lens here, which is great. Just for reference, the lens that's in there, it's only got one objective lens, and that's a 6 inch focal length lantern lens. Focusing is very straightforward. Now, what I suggest for lighting is one of these, which is just a little clip-on LED lamp. I think they're about £20 or something, less probably, maybe 15. I use that for lots of things, because for domestic use it's perfect, and you don't have to just plug it into the mains and wiggle it about inside until you get it exactly centre to the condenser, and play around with where it needs to go forwards or backwards, and that will give you a very good light on your screen. So that's all you have to do. Now, for public presentation you really need a proper LED unit. I don't have a spare one, I've just looked, but I can make one. I make them up. They've got a big chunky, a big heat sink, and then a computer fan on the back, so they're a little bit noisy, and a very bright LED light, and a special little driving unit, sort of transformer thing that drives everything, and it's all contained in one thing that pushes into the back of the lantern. However, using it in public, you really would need to get that pat tested to comply with regulations at most public places, so there's a little bit of some hoops to go through there. This lantern, bought in a local junk shop, Walter Tyler, probably 1900 ish. It can be provided for the project, and if you want to just keep it temporarily for that project, you're welcome to keep it at your place for a year or two. If you want to buy it for the project so that you keep it forever, I'll work out a price if you want to do that. So that's what I suggest you use for the 3 1/4 slides, and there is actually a slide holder. I've got, excuse the mess, it's just that I've got a lot of projects in line at the moment. There is a slide holder, and although it looks like this is a standard slide holder, it's actually for slightly smaller slides, very unusually. So that you could make cardboard mounts for 2 1/4 squares, 60mm, 6 centimetre transparencies, small glass negatives. You could maybe use this with some cardboard mounts in. So that's an option, but I do need to get you a proper lantern slide changer, which, trust me, will not be difficult. So we're pretty much up to speed with this, really. And as I say, the cost would be, because I need this lamp, so the cost would be to get one of these lamps off eBay. I can point you in the right direction for that if you decide that this is what you want to do. In the meantime, it comes in a carrying box, the original carrying box, which is why it's in good nick. The lens comes off for putting it in the box. You unscrew the whole lens arrangement, wrap it in some bubble wrap, and it goes inside. The chimney comes off, or rather the rose. Technically this is the cowl, or rose, not chimney. I'm running out of video now, so we'll take it from there.